Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my go-to meals, and I've recently tried making the transition to veganism, so what I will be showing you today will be vegan, but you can totally customize it however you want to make it fit your specific diet. And even if you're not vegan, I think these meals are really good. I used to eat this stuff before I transitioned over, and I'm sure anybody would like this stuff because it's super easy to make and super good. Just a little disclaimer before we hop into the video, I am not a chef. I cannot cook very well. However, I'm trying my best and this food is still really good. It's some of the stuff I can manage to make. So again, if you're not a good cook and you're looking for something easy, this is the video for you. Now I'm just gonna hop into it with my first recipes, and we're starting off with breakfast. We'll go to lunch and then dinner. So I'm going to start off with breakfast. First things first, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my daily smoothie. I start off with a Zambazone acai packet that's frozen. Run it under hot water for 5 seconds, break it apart, and then place it into my NutriBullet. Then I'll take my banana and just break that up into pieces and put that into my NutriBullet as well. I take about a tablespoon and a half of chia seeds. And then I take some peanut butter just to add some protein. I take about 2 spoonfuls of this, and it's also to add some flavor. Obviously though, you can use any nut butter of choice. For my liquids, I will be adding in some almond milk and just watching my liquid to solids ratio at this point. I then take some frozen blueberries and add about a 1/4 cup of that. I will usually add in about 4 large strawberries chopped up, but I didn't have any today, so I just cut back on my liquids. Then I blend it up, and once it's all blended up, I usually put it into a to-go cup and take it on the road with me. For the next breakfast choice, I will be doing some oatmeal with a twist. I will be taking the Trader Joe's pre-packaged steel-cut oats, placing it into the bowl, and then putting it in the microwave for about 2 minutes, stirring it after 2 minutes, putting it back in for about a minute, and then taking it out. After that, I'm going to be putting in some Thrive coconut butter, about 2 tablespoons of this, and then my Nativo, which is like a vegan Nutella, and putting a nice big spoonful of that into there. After I stir these 2 ingredients up into the oatmeal, I will be topping off the oatmeal with some banana, and then you have chocolate covered banana oatmeal, and it is fantastic. I highly recommend this breakfast. It really fills you up and it is delicious. Alright, let's be real here. What kind of vegan meal idea video would this be without avocado toast? I'm going to be taking Dave's whole grain bread and just popping that in the toaster oven for a little bit. Of course, next we are going to take a little bowl and then cut our avocado in half and scoop out the avocado into the bowl. Usually I would use a larger avocado and only use half of it, but right now I had a tiny baby avocado, so I used the entire thing, and then I just took a fork and mashed it into the bowl like so. I then used half of a lemon's juice and just squeezed that all into my avocado mash. For spices, you can use anything you desire, but I choose to put a pinch of salt and some pepper in. I took my piece of toast out of the oven and spread on the avocado mash evenly over the bread. And then after last but not least, I topped it all off with some tahini, but you can top it off with whatever you like. I know some people like garlic or additional lime and lemon. Lunch selection number 2 is featuring my favorite sandwich of all time. I'm going to start off this sandwich by chopping up some fresh onion, and then after that taking 4 sweet baby peppers. You can use a bell pepper, but I didn't have one, so I improvised with these. Then I'm going to take 1 baby broccoli, chop that up, and add it to my vegetables. For cooking the vegetables, I recommend a medium to large size pan, and then I will place it on the heat and add some olive oil. I usually just eyeball the amount of olive oil I want. Turn up the heat on high and let that sit for a minute. Add in my veggies and let those sit for 1 to 2 minutes, just stirring them around every now and then. I will then season with some pepper and Italian seasoning and a pinch of salt. Let that sit for about a minute and then put in some earth balance. I'll put about a tablespoon of earth balance in and then flip that around. Okay. Let's just pause here for a moment. Watch this beautiful flipping action. I mean, come on. Not gonna lie, these skills make me feel like a professional chef. Back to the cooking, I will then let my veggies sit for another 1 to 2 minutes and place them back onto my board. I'm going to take the Engelhofer stone ground mustard and place that onto my bun. Arguably my favorite part of this sandwich is the field roast grain meat Italian sausage. This stuff is so good, I cannot even tell you. Its taste is fantastic. I just cut that up into some pieces, and as you can see, I ate some of it along the way. I placed that onto my sandwich, and after doing so, I put the veggies onto my sandwich, and that is all. For the sandwich, I usually like to use the bread that I used in the avocado toast, but I didn't have any more, so I just used this random potato bun. If you know me, you know I cannot get enough of my spaghetti squash. So first of all, you take a spaghetti squash and then I heat up in the microwave for about a minute or 2 until it's a little bit soft so that it's easier to cut, and I gut my spaghetti squash. Once your 2 halves of squash are fully gutted, take a baking pan and fill it with about 1/2 inch of water, then place your spaghetti squash halves into the pan and place it in the oven. I baked the squash at 425 for about 40 minutes, and then when it was done, I took it out and flipped them over so that they could cool off a little bit and release some of the steam. To start making the noodle spirals, I wait until 1/2 of the squash is a little bit more cooled but still hot so it's easier, and then I start puncturing at the side of it with a fork and twisting slightly. I don't twist all the way because I don't want to break it off. I still want it to stay together kind of like a noodle and be fairly long, and then I just scrape it into a bowl. Once you get to the end of the squash, as you can see, it's going to be a little bit harder to get longer noodles, but it's fine, and just twist it like spaghetti and it should come out better. I like to use the Organicville Italian herb sauce, and for this I'm just going to be putting it into a saucepan and heating it on medium until it is hot. Probably my favorite part of this entire dish are the Gardein meatless meatballs. I take about 3 of these and put them onto the baking sheet, preheating my convection oven to 450, and I cook them for about 10 minutes or until they're ready. In this video, I overcooked them slightly. I wish I would have pulled them out earlier, but it's fine. They still tasted really good. So those are all the recipes to my go-to meals that I have to show you guys today. If you like this video and you like what I had to show you, please give this video a thumbs up. It would really mean a lot to me. And subscribe because I should be back here next weekend with a new video and I don't want you guys to miss it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.